Got till 7 o'clock. I have joining us from Nashville, Tennessee, we have Lisa Smoot on the phone with us. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Lisa, how are you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm good. The city, on the other hand, is a whole different story. But yeah, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah,
How are you guys?
good. We're doing good. Yeah, woke up this morning. We all got to work and, starting to put our newscast together and start looking at other things. And all of a sudden we kind of realized that the tornado had hit last night. And I don't know, would you say it was unexpected or was the weather?
Well, we knew we were going to have, severe thunderstorms with possible tornado, but we're so funny here because it's like if they really predict it, it never happens. And if they say, oh, it'll be okay, it's like
something disaster.
Like horrible. Right. But, I had gone to bed early actually last night about 9:30, which was really early, but the dog woke me up about 12:30 wanting to go out, and I noticed my phone started buzzing with alerts.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, because it actually hit 13 miles north of us.
Okay.
But, the thing is, a tornado hit in 98 and pretty much followed the same path, but we didn't have near the population we have now. And so, you have to figure, because back in 98, East Nashville was just, really, it wasn't anything. It was just more of a rundown part of town, but they've really built it up. And it's like all the trendy shops and all the, trendy restaurants. It's where everybody goes from down. If you're not downtown, you want to go to East Nashville. It's just right down, a couple of miles. And that's where all the Airbnbs are.
Oh, wow.
And so, it demolished East Nashville. And, we've got March Madness coming in, and there's no way these places are going to be up and running. So that's, income loss for the city. So, and then also we have a place called the Basement East. There's the Basement and the Basement East, and those are like big venues for up-and-coming like indie artists or pop-up shows. Like when Lady Gaga was in town, she did a pop-up show for her album there.
Oh, neat.
That's gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it hit East Nashville, Germantown, which are kind of in the same area, Donaldson, Mount Juliet, and Hermitage. It leveled 2 schools on different sides of the town. And, of course, several homes. I think they just said that we know of 9 deaths
Wow,
so far.
Yeah, as I was saying this morning when
It just keeps adding up.
we got here, there was 2, and then it became 5, and then 8, and now, you're saying 9. It's just terrible. And then you mentioned those schools. It's kind of a catch-22 because half of us said, man, a tornado at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's a lot of people that are asleep, a lot of people that aren't prepared for that. But then again, it could have been worse, and if it would have happened at noon or 11 when the kids are actually in
out
the
and about,
schools.
yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
Right, and parents aren't home. That was always my biggest concern with tornadoes. Because living, in the South, I know you guys get, tornadoes and all the Midwest and all that, but here, it's weird because we're not like flat land. You know what I mean? Nashville is very hilly. And so it lasted, I want to say, they said it went like just a straight line, and I want to say about maybe 60 miles, just straight.
Unbelievable.
And my husband, I got him up about 4. I said, you're going to need to leave extra early for work because it was kind of out there by him where he was part of it. And he called me and said he got to work fine, but you could see where it had jumped the interstate and the trees on the right were all down. But I think, all non-essential Metro offices are closed today. Metro schools are closed today. And it's just, usually when we have a tornado, it's more out off of like I-40, like the smaller towns. I don't know. A couple of years ago, I know we had one where the house, kind of caved in on a woman who was protecting her son and broke her back.
Man.
And she's in a wheelchair now. I think that's when Trading Spaces or something like that came out and helped, fix her house up. But we survived the 2010 flood, and we'll survive this. But yeah, I feel for all these businesses and all these homes and, the families, and it's just, it's gonna end up, you're gonna know somebody that was affected because it was so widespread.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking to Lisa Smoot, a lady that I've been talking to. I say friend, but I haven't met you yet, but we've talked for over a decade, I feel like, about once a week.
Yeah, yeah, we have one of those, kind of, I guess, Tinder relationship.
We're Facebook friends.
No,
That counts. And you live in
Facebook friends.
And some people listening have actually seen your video that went viral.
Oh, Lord.
Kind of share what your video was for people that I bet a lot of people listening will be like, oh, I saw that.
Well, my husband and I were on the way back from vacation, and we were on I-65 right outside, I think, Birmingham, headed back to town, and we were in standstill traffic. We'd been sitting there for 45 minutes. And I did the old school grandma thing. I'd packed us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and chips and drinks so we wouldn't have to stop. Well, we ate everything, and we were bored, so I just turned up the music. At first, the Beastie Boys came on, which I was like, yeah. And then one of my favorite songs came on, and we were still standing there, and he had dared me to get out and dance in the middle of the interstate, and I did it, which I do random crazy stuff like that anyway. Vanessa knows I'm like that. But, I didn't think anything of it. By the time we got home 4 hours later, it was like 10,000 views. And I think now I'm at like 21 million.
Wow.
So, but yeah.
It was a Meghan Trainor song, wasn't it? When
it was.
The video that showed.
Yeah, it was Meghan Trainor, Me Too.
Me Too, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a great way to make lemonade when you're stuck in traffic. Just open the door and start dancing. And nobody reacted to it. Like, no one freaked out about it. They're just like, okay, whatever. People are weird.
I know, right? You're like, oh, gosh, this crazy woman, just please don't let her come to my car, kind of thing. What, is she going to ask for money? Is she smoking? Something like that. But
if it happens again, you'll have to, like, open other people's doors and invite them to dance, too. Do, like, a street dance.
I would, but I'm scared somebody will shoot me.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to be like, right. But, yeah, I'm trying to think, what something we could do, I could get, like, I wish I had one of those old, like, 80s boom boxes, that you carry on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd go through and spread sunshine to all the people that have been affected and pass out, sandwiches and water and stuff.
How can people see your video for people that haven't seen that since we're talking about it?
Well, it's on Facebook, on my Facebook page, but it's also on YouTube. It's under Lisa Smoot. You can honestly just Google I-65 lady dancing on interstate or I-65 Lisa Smoot, and it'll pop up.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
Lisa, you mentioned that you live in Nashville, for those that are just tuning in, and we're just kind of calling to talk to you this morning about the tornadoes that happened last night throughout the overnight and waking up and just devastating the community. You mentioned they're going to bounce back. There's no doubt, but it doesn't happen quickly.
No, it doesn't. And because I was worried about my dad. My dad kind of lives over near there, but I knew he was far away enough that it didn't really affect him. And, I caught him at 7 o'clock this morning, woke him up, and he had no clue. No clue. He's like, I slept right through it. And I was like, well, because I'm one of those kind of people, when the news is on and there's really bad weather, I'm up watching it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been up all night. I haven't been to sleep yet. And so, I'm texting him at 1 o'clock. Call me when you get up. Make sure you're okay.
Do you guys act kind of like we act? Like, for example, here we know in Oklahoma, if there's a tornado chance or whatever, everybody has their plan, which basement they're going to, which house they need to get to.
And they talked about a flash flood watch or something, right? Like, you knew it was going to rain a bunch, didn't you?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like all the rain is insane. I said that, with the time change coming, at least we lose an hour of rain. Because, the rain, it's like you have 1 day of sunshine, 3 days of rain. One day of sunshine, 4 days of rain. And it's, we've had a ton of flash flooding. They've been doing news reports of people that have gotten caught in flash floods, just over the past couple of weeks. But then we've got it again today, and we've got more rain coming. Because, normally you see where a tornado's hit, and then the next day it's like sunny, and it's a whole different weather ball game. we're still expecting the rain,
Oh,
which,
wow.
Isn't going to help with cleanup efforts or anything like that. And it's devastating. And you guys know that. And here, we don't have the basements and,
That's what
things
John
like
was kind of
that.
wondering about. Typically, you don't have basements there in the homes of Nashville.
No, not really. Some do, they might have like a furnished basement, that kind of thing, but we don't have basements per se like you see in the Wizard of Oz or something like that, or you go to the cellar.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was thinking today, okay, so what if something were to hit our house? We have kind of an open floor plan, and there is no way we're getting 3 large dogs and 3 adults into the laundry room.
The laundry room.
Yeah, the laundry room would be the closest. If we could get into the bathroom, the master bath, everybody in there.
Mm-hmm.
But, you don't think about when a tornado hits, like with pets and that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
My husband, if he really suspects bad weather, he makes sure, the dog collars are on, leashes are by the bed, that kind of thing, because I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook, please help me find my cat, please help me find my dog.
Yes.
And that's just devastating on top of everything else that you lose, is to, practically lose what most people think is, feel as a family member.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and it's nice to be able to visit with someone from Nashville as the sun's coming up and just kind of seeing all the damage. And like you said, you've been up all night after you got your 3-hour nap, I guess. Went to bed at 9:30, so.
I know, right? Yeah, at least I got a nap. So
Yeah.
that's all good. But, yeah, I just, we'll survive, and it'll take, at least it's pulling everybody together.
Yes,
That's the one thing about, devastation and that kind of thing, and Mother Nature, it seems to pull everybody together, especially in a very tumultuous climate. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
So
We're praying for you guys, and if you all need anything, just call us.
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Red Cross is always a big tool in situations like this, and
oh yes,
to them.
And they've already been active and out and helping everyone. So,
Lisa Smoot, thank you so much for talking to us on Conversation Corner.
You're welcome. Thank you.